Hello everybody, welcome to the Fairview Turf Meet. We're back with you again on this Tuesday. Try and get it right today, see what the card looks like. Guys tell me it's a fairly promising card. There are a few ones in here that we might be worth looking at much closer than normal, so we'll get to those in a minute. I believe that the Western Cape meet on Wednesday also looks quite promising, and I believe there are a couple of first-timers that run on Thursday at the Vaal that they tell me are rockets, so we look forward to this week as to how all that plays out. Let's start straight up with Weighted to Win reminder, our Twitter handle. Thank you very much to those who participate and give us your input. We appreciate it. We do get lots of comments, and we do as well on our WhatsApp. There's our number for WhatsApp as well. A lot of the guys sending comments as to what they'd like to see, and we really do appreciate it, with an overwhelming majority asking for individual information from Darryl and Daryn rather than having them combined. So it's quite an interesting debate, but there's an overwhelming majority on that basis. Okay, well, let's have a look in terms of what we're going to do in our first race, and here goes. Start up with a card. There's an odds-on favourite, Darren Burroughs. Let's start with that. Can we start with his favourite and back it? Priced up, I see at 7-10, Divine Design, or use it in trifectas and quartets. Basic question is, will it win?
Clyde, we have to give this filly another chance. Last time out, I don't think she handled the poly too well. She was never travelling, and the drop back to 1,000 metres, I think, is going to suit her down to the ground. So let's hope that she can open the meeting in style for us.
Okay, well, let's open it as the case. Open in style, bipots, etc. What's the plan?
Yeah, certainly Banco.
Banco, okay.
There's a few equipment changes this time around that could certainly assist her in getting the best out of her. The tongue tie gets fitted. Blinkers go on. I agree with Daryn. I don't believe she was comfortable on the poly track. But in saying that, she has been very costly to follow. In her penultimate start on the turf, Clyde, she was well clear of the third place runner. I think they were 3.5 lengths clear of the balance of the field. I think she'll get it right this time round. There is a form update for Tipsy Tina. Now she ran second to Horsey, beaten a neck. The tongue tie also gets fitted this time round, but on form she's certainly held by Divine Design.
Okay, so Divine Design, both sides, banker, bipots. Let's put them up. Here we go. We'll start our first race like this. This is a look at what Maree is putting as a bipot. He put it together, obviously bankering the 9 in the first leg, and you've got one other, I see.
Two other bankers, Clyde.
Okay.
The second leg, number 1, Let Me Go, and the third leg, number 8, Mansuria. That perm will cost you 30 Rand.
All right, there's an affordable perm. Let's get that on. Thank you so much for that, Darryl. Let's go to Darren Burroughs and see what his bipot. You haven't got a bipot, okay? I thought you would have worked one out for us, but you'll work out your place accumulator. All right, let's get Darryl Maree's bipot on race 1. Dream I Couldn't Fly. Gavin Smith's come to form. They're at 9-10 to win the second race at 10 o'clock this morning. Number 1, Let Me Go, is 13-10. That Darryl Maree's first choice. I know that. Daryn, what's your first choice?
Between Let Me Go and Dreamt I Could Fly. Now, Let Me Go, good consistent form. His first run in PE was a good second. And then Dreamt I Could Fly. She is a Silvana out of a Giants Causeway mare. So obviously looking for a mile, but the blinkers do go on to sharpen her up over the 1,200.
Yeah, interesting race. Tatsamanga Kumalo has also come to pretty good form as well. I saw last week riding a couple.
Yeah, Clyde. She's making a local debut. What I'd say to the viewers is watch her move down to the start. I've seen her move very scratchy in the past.
No.
So if you do fancy her, wait for the canter pass. She does get her 3.5 kilogram sex allowance. I think Jackson, Mississippi could run into the money over here. On a line through Globe Tonic, he's certainly held by Let Me Go, because certainly Globe Tonic improved from run 1 to run 2. But if he jumps on terms, Clyde, I do believe he's a nice trifecta and quartet horse.
You know, there are 3 scratchings here, right? In this race,
yeah,
as I understand
Trump's
it. Express.
Yep,
Trump's is gone. Horsey's now gone.
Yes,
and Ship's gone.
Okay.
From this race.
All right. Well,
for
then
those who don't know,
should
so that
certainly
leaves you
run
5
into the money
in the race. Huh?
I'm bankering Let Me Go in the PA. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
But for people that want to take a trifecta and a quartet, I think throw in the 4 for second and third.
Interesting race. It's there's only 5 of them running, and the market's got them 9-10 and 13-10. We'll see how it pans out. Here's a look at what we're doing in this race. 2 to get on your place accumulators, run over 1,200 meters. I'll hand over to Darryl Maree first.
Yes, bank the 1, Let Me Go. By the bank in the second leg, Mansuria. By 2, 5 and 8. By 1 and 4, by 3, 4, 5, 7, and 10, by 1 and 8, by 2, 5, 6, and 9. That perm will cost you 240 Rand.
Right, Daryn Burroughs, let's get through yours. You're going straight lines or what?
Straight line. I think we overdue another straight line PA. It's been a couple of weeks, but we're going to go close to catching it today. It's 1 by 6, by 5, by 1, by 4, by 8, by 9, a 1 Rand perm.
Hey guys, ready? Let's get our pick sixes on, see what that looks like. Now we start up with race number 3 on the card. Yeah, we're on the turf, and just to look at this maiden class field, run over 2,000 meters. Market-wise, I'll pull that up for you guys. You can have a look at what they were betting at around 10 o'clock this morning, where we had this horse, Douglas Devastator, top of the boards, trading at 22 to 10, number 6 on the card, for Alan Creef and Richard Faree, the team up here. Then Mansorea, Gavin Smith and Samanga Kamalo, 5 to 2. One opening ceremony is the next best at 9 to 2. And then Daryn, the market says nothing else can win. Well, basically 12 to 1 bar 3.
Oh, I'm taking my chances early. I'm bankering Douglas Devastator. I think he's a horse crying out for the 2,000-meter trip. Last time out, he ran third to Indy View. Second in that race was Heathcliff, who came out to win. The 5th place runner was Hey Siri, who finished behind Douglas Devastator, who came out to win very comfortably. I just feel he's the right horse in this company in not a strong field.
Okay, chances going early for the Creef stable. You're on the other stable, as far as I can recall.
This filly's been very costly to follow, Clyde. Mansorea. I thought she was unlucky in her last start. Samanga will know better. He sat for a long way up the straight last time out. I think now he knows what she's about. And one thing in her favour, Clyde, is she's certain to get the trip. I watched the replay of Douglas Devastator last time out. I thought he came out slow by design. He was given a chance. He moved up to them. He looked dangerous, and then his run petered out. I think if he sees out the trip and he's more effective over the 2,000 meters, I certainly give him a strong winning chance. But I'm just saying the 8 is certain to stay. She's very consistent, and in my opinion, she's the filly to beat.
All right. Then on that basis, here's a look at the pick sixes. We'll put them up, both of them. The race is over 2,000 meters. Remember to get your pick sixes on by 2:05. We'll start with Darryl's pick six, and you're obviously going to go both.
Yeah, obviously I'll put both in the first leg, Clyde. By 2, 5, and 8, by 1 and 4, by 3, 4, 5, 7, and 10, by 1 and 8, by the entire field. 168 Rand will get you 10%.
Let's get to Daryn Burroughs now. Daryn, you've committed early.
So I've committed early. I've gone short in the first 2 legs, and then we should catch it from then on. 6 by 2 and 5, by 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, by 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, by 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, by 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 12, and 13. I've included the scratching in the last leg at 1,750 Rand perm.
We're going marathon distance, 2,400 meters now, and number 5, Vida Futura, when we last looked, was favoured at 18 to 10. Elmer's Tower, the second choice, number 8 on the card, at 3 to 1, who was a runner just the other day. We'll talk about that in a minute. And number 3, American Landing, at 6 to 1, then 17 to 2 about the one, Van Gogh, and 10 to 1 and better about the others. Daryn, from a pick six, but well, you'll get your jackpots now, but from a pick six perspective, I record you going a few runners.
The 2 runners, Clyde. I thought Vida Futura, I think he's a horse crying out for the 2,400 meters. He went 2,000 meters, his penultimate start, he won well. Last time out a bit, one pace the closing stages over 18, and he will rate the horse to beat, but I've got healthy respect for Magnum Fire. His rating's starting to drop, not a bad effort last time out. This horse is the upset potential. The second favorite, Alma's Tower, he is a William Longsword out of Heart's Content. She won a maiden over 1,400. And the half-sister Greenlight Gull has won from 1,000 to 1,400. So I'm not sure he'll get the trip, but I could be wrong. I'm only going 2 and 5.
Okay. We're a bit worried about Alma's Tower, but Darryl will tell you why, because of what happened over the course of last week. You can explain to us what you saw.
Yes, Clyde, he ran second in that plated race, so you can't pick up a penalty. And he achieved an 89 according to the handicappers. That's 6 kilograms higher than what he's set to carry this time round. So with 52.5 to shoulder, Darren's got stamina doubts. Now, the stable has made it clear that this horse is crying out for extra. I think with 52.5 to shoulder, on the turf, he's certainly got a chance of reversing the form with Vida Futura. Vida Futura is in good form, certainly since they've fitted it in with blinkers. He should go well once again. And a horse like Magnum Fire, he's certain to get the extra. But I'm very surprised, Clyde. There's no comment in the Stipes report, in the computer form, with regards to his saddle slipping last time out. Now, I watched that replay a few times because
Looks like
I
it
can't
slipped,
believe that. I mean, he was sitting on the horse's neck.
Yeah, right up on
I
his
can't
neck.
believe that wasn't reported.
Yeah.
So he had his excuses last time out, and he still ran an improved race. So
Okay.
healthy respect for Magnum Fire.
All right.
But I do
Interesting.
believe if Almas Tower repeats his latest effort, which was on Friday, when he ran second to Slings and Arrows, if he runs a similar effort to that, he'll take some beating, yeah.
Okay. Well, we have got a jackpot for you. We've worked out a combined jackpot, as I understand it. So let's have a look at the pot. Here we go. We'll start with the following, where we're going 2, 5, and 8. So we're not leaving any of the fancies out from both guys. So some of our viewers out there will be happy to see a combined perm in this case, which we do with most of our jackpots. Second leg, 1, 2, 4, 5, 10. Third leg, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. And the last leg, 1, 4, 5, 6, 8. And we do with the jackpot because it's only 4 legs, so it's far more affordable than combining 6 or 7 legs. That's why we do it the way we do it, and hopefully we can get it right. Okay, guys, let's get on to race 5 now. 1,400 meters, Bold Resolve, Alan Creef, Richard Veree team up. Look the one to beat at 28 to 10. Africa's Rock, second choice at 5 to 1. And number 10, Gold Rock, is at 5 to 1. Then you've got 2, Klebeni, who's at 11 to 2. And 13 to 2 about number 3, Motor City Hitman. 10 to 1 and better about the others. I'll start with you, Darren, bring you in. Let's chat about Bold Resolve over the 1,400 meter. Got him at 28 to 10. I thought the one to beat.
Definitely the horse to beat in this lineup. Last time out, maybe beaten by the draw, but he cracks a good draw this time around. So I think he'll go very close. Africa's Rock, it was really good to see this horse bounce back to best last time out, getting beaten only a neck by Moon Game after running 2 dismal races. So now that he's in form, he's got to go into the play. And then Gold Rock with 57 kilos to shoulder. He's in form and he's better suited to the 1,400.
Okay. Darryl, Maree?
Clyde, what's interesting of here is the blinkers have been removed of Bold Resolve. And his latest start, he tugged terribly in the early stages. I'm surprised he ran so close to the win on that occasion because I thought he was going to compound. He was gutsy. So I think with the removal of the blinkers will certainly help him settle in the running. And I think the weight is certainly not a problem because he's a solid son of Master My Fate. I think he is possibly better than his later starts. And there's little separating himself in Africa's Rock. Now, Africa's Rock, it's nice to see the stable starting to turn. The horses
Good
are
to
coming
see
to
Jürgen
form.
van Heerden on the go there.
Absolutely, he's got a limited number of horses.
Been around a long time.
But they are coming to form now. And Rachel was certainly knowing better this time round. From a one draw, I have to say he is Bold Resolve's biggest danger.
Okay.
And I'm not going to touch on any more because I'm not going through 6 or 7 runners.
Whatever you do, don't tip 8 horses when there are only 7 running. Let's have a look at what selections we're going to do here. In terms of this particular race, we're going like this. Here's the jackpot. 1, 2, 4, 5, 10. By 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. By 1, 4, 5, 6, 8. And then the whole field. That's quite a costly jackpot, but we're hoping to double our money. You're back with us. Welcome. Good to have you. Let's move on to our next race on the card here at Fairview. We're now talking about race number 6 on the card. This is a classified stakes, an interesting race because Track Commander is now running in the Solibana colours. He sent me a message to say they like it very much, and Samunga Kumalo is riding that for Gavin, and in good form at the moment. That last start that we saw from Track Commander out at Gravel's side, there was a horse that came from there. They're called Wave Warrior that came to win. What's your first choice, Daryn Burroughs?
Well, I like this horse, Rose of Bayou. Last time out, she looked amazing going to the start, and she won a good race. So she's really found her best form. And I think she'll run a big race once again. Flinders Range, the drop-in trip's going to suit him, and I think he'll be right there. Track Commander, another one that has solid form, first run in the province. And then I've thrown in Silver Celebrity with bottom weight into my pick 6.
Always good to see the form work out. Also like Rose of Bayou, we saw Miami Beach come and win as well, and won impressively too, so that form's solid.
Yes. Clyde, I think I found one over here for the viewers. Priced up at 12 to 1. Number 10, Silver Celebrity. Now, it is a classified stakes and he's not well in at the weights, but he has competed against Rose of Bayou in the past. Go back 3 runs. The Ushuaia run. Now, I know he's beaten by 2.5 lengths and he's half a kilogram worse off. But Clyde, he was desperately unlucky on that occasion. He found traffic problems the entire length of the straight. I think with Muzi in the irons from a 1 draw, don't be surprised to see him reverse that form. I'll make him the value bet on the card.
12 to 1. All right, interesting. So we won't leave that out. Certainly number 10 on the card, Silver Celebrity. It'd be nice to see Zetzman come to form again. Muzi's taken the ride. And 10 or 12, so thereabouts, the price about that horse. So here's a look at what we're going to do in our race from a tote perspective. This is the plan, and we are taking some trifectas. We're boxing 3, 4, 5, 7, and 10. Welcome back, guys. 2 more races to go now. We're going over the 1200. We're on the turf, just so that you know, so it's a straight run race, and number 8 on the card is a horse called Peach Daiquiri, a very impressive sort twos, 18 to 10 favourite. Number 1, second choice is Ikoria, trading at 22 to 10. And number 6, Stolen Kiss, is at 9 to 2. 13 to 2 about number 5, who's Red Berry, at 10 o'clock this morning. And 15 to 1 and better about the others. Let's talk about Peach Daiquiri. Daryn.
Clyde, on debut, there was so much money traded on this filly. I think there was a couple of million traded on her, and she won by 8.5 lengths. I know she didn't beat a strong field, but the manner in which she won, she comes into a race with 54.5 kilos. I think she's a big runner. Ikoria is the class in the race. Grade 1 placed. The 4 kilos come off, but still a big weight to shoulder. And then I've thrown in outsiders like Afternoon Tea, Red Berry, and Stolen Kiss also into my pick 6.
All right, but no surprise to see the favourite romp home in the manner that it won first time, right?
Who, Peach Daiquiri? Yeah, super impressive, Clyde. If you have a look at the times on that day, now she would have beaten another 2-year-old, well, then 2-year-old, Zatara Magic, by close to 4 lengths. Now, he's well above average sort himself. He's since run second to Kaya's Hope. He's a nice sort in the making. And she was hardly asked to run on that occasion. So she could be very, very special. I mean, the money suggested that she was well above average, and the gamble was landed. And when last have you seen Louis Nkotwa ride 54.5? He battles to ride 56.5. Now he's taken off an extra 2 kilograms. Yeah, he knows why he wants to get down to that weight.
And he's in great form, Louis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Riding very well.
Ikoria, I mean, you can't fault her. She went up to KZN. She ran 4th in that grade 1. Alan Robertson. Course and distance form is impeccable. She is making her handicap debut, and she's got a lot of weight to give away to the unexposed Peach Daiquiri. But she herself is very useful. I'm leaning towards Peach Daiquiri over Ikoria.
All right. Peach Daiquiri is the one to beat. Just got to repeat that performance. We'll see how good it is today. Was it, sorry, I beg your pardon, was that a turf or a poly victor? It was a turf victory, yeah?
Turf, yes.
So back on the turf. All right, so all things being equal, then Peach Daiquiri should win, right? Well, let's see what we're going to do here. Boys have decided to do the following. We'll take some trifectas and box 1, 4, 5, 6, 8. There may be another way of doing this by if you really fancy the favourite very much and you want to go with Peach Daiquiri, you may want to bank of the 8 by 1, 4, 5, 6. But we'll leave that to you. Welcome back. This is our last and final today. Hopefully it all works out for. It's a 7-2 the field, not the easiest race in the world to get right, but Blonde Act is top of the boards. It was this morning, number 2 at 7-2. 9 Raised the Red Lantern. Sianda Sasibu is riding this for the Gavin Smith yard at 4-1. Psychedelic Eric. This is trading at 9-2, number 6 on the card. And the 5, Bethel is 6-1. It's 10-1 and better about the others. Pick sixes wise. I know, Daryn, you had a lot of horses. So watch the Shrudy. Is there a double-digit horse in here?
Well, I fancied Raise the Red Lantern. I did banker him in the PA, but he was 7-1 when I last saw. And now you just mentioned 4-1. So there has been support for Raise the Red Lantern. Now, last time out, he was beaten by Bethel, 2 3/4 lengths. He's 7 kilos better off at the weights with the 4 kilo claim and everything. So 52 kilos to shoulder. I thought Raise the Red Lantern, the horse to beat. I have got respect for Bethel, though. He won a really good race last time out. And he could go close once again.
All right, we won't leave Bethel out of the play. I'm just going to make sure we add that into our play. Bethel goes in. All right, Darryl, your story?
Yeah, I can't touch on much else, Clyde. Those are the two I'd also like to focus on. Darren's touched on the weight reversal. I must just add that Bethel won extremely well last time out.
Yeah.
They opted to give him a chance in the early stages, and he quickened up beautifully from behind. So he's going to run another decent race, but he's got his work cut out at the weight. Now, Blonde Act is making his local debut. I know he's performed better over longer distances, and they've removed the blinkers as well. But they do go very quick in the last race at Fairview, and he'll be doing his best work late. Wouldn't be a shock to see him make a local winning debut, but follow him possibly in his next few starts.
Yeah, maybe that base away we saw come to win. And there was a winner that came out of one of the horses that we're talking about, Raise the Red Lantern in the lineup. Yeah, Absolute Wow. That came to win as well. So that'll give a horse like Raise the Red Lantern a big chance again, as well as Bethel, obviously. So it's an interesting race. This is what we're doing. The final. Thanks for watching. This is the plan, the last race on the card. Get out stakes. Hopefully it doesn't have to be the case, but we'll do these trifectas 2, 5, 6, 9, and 13. Thank you so much for watching Weighted to Win, everybody. We really hope that you enjoy and keep joining, keep watching, keep following, keep the faith. We'll crack it and we'll bring it back to you. Promise. Chat soon.